Hello friends, welcome you all. Today I am going to discuss with you the eligibility of mutual fund investors for non-individual investors. In the last lecture, we were discussing about eligibility of mutual fund investors for individual investors. So individual investor is a single investors, or it is a hub, that is Hindu undivided family, which is investing on behalf of the family and all other the individual investors. Today the main concern of this lecture is to discuss the eligibility of mutual fund investors for non-individual investors. So who is non-individual investors? Non-individual investor means the investment are made by organizations, institutions, and on behalf of these institutions or organization, authorized individual sign the document on behalf of the organizations or institutions they represent. So what are the types of non-individual investors? Here is the list we are going to discuss. Who are the non-individual investors? So in the non-individual investors, companies, corporate bodies registered in India come under this category. Registered societies and cooperative societies, then trustees of religious and charitable trusts, trustees of private trusts, partners of partnership firms, then association of persons or body of individuals, whether incorporated or not, then banks, including cooperative banks and regional rural banks also, and financial institutions and investment institutions, then other mutual funds registered with SEBI, foreign portfolio investors registered with SEBI, international multilateral agencies approved by the government of India, army, navy, air force, paramilitary units, and other eligible institutions, then scientific and industrial research organizations, universities, and educational institutions. So all these are the non-individual investors. Then we have also the next categories: foreign portfolio investors who meet the KYC requirements to invest in equity and debt schemes of mutual funds. They can invest through two routes, that is direct routes for foreign portfolio investors. If they meet the KYC requirement, they have two routes in India to invest in mutual funds. First route is direct route. So holding mutual fund units in demat account through a SEBI registered depository participants, that is one route. Means the foreign portfolio investors can shares can buy the mutual fund units on stock exchanges and hold in the demat account, which is registered with depository participants. And the second route for foreign portfolio investor is that is indirect route, holding mutual fund units via unit confirmation receipts. So this is the second route for the foreign portfolio investors who complete the KYC requirement and invest in mutual fund in India. Sources of eligibility. What are the sources of information for eligibility? For individual, the individual investor eligible to invest as detailed above can invest in any mutual fund schemes unless the mutual fund comes out with a specific scheme or a plan within a scheme that is not intended for any category of investor. So the meaning is that individual investors can invest in any type of mutual fund scheme, but there is one condition, that the schemes which are not for individual investors, that is the schemes which are for the some specific category, their individual investor cannot invest. For example, the mutual fund category which is intended or which is specially designed for institutional investors, so there only individual investor cannot invest. Non-individual investor eligible to invest as detailed above can invest in any mutual fund scheme. So non-individual investors can also invest in any mutual fund schemes. However, in some schemes, only specific classes of non-individual investor are permitted. Means the specifically designed schemes for specifically non-individual investors. For instance, or for example, some guild schemes have a specific plan which are open only for provident fund, superannuation and gratuity fund, pension funds, religious and charitable trust, and private trust. So in such a scheme which are designed for only specific category of investors, there all investors cannot invest. Otherwise they can invest in a regular mutual fund schemes, in any mutual fund schemes like individual investors. So therefore it is a good practice to check the who can invest section of the scheme information document, especially for first time investor. So for the first time investors, SID is there. Before investing scheme information document, there is one section that is who can invest. So the reading that section is a good practice, or it will be better to read that section. KYC requirement for mutual fund investors. All investors, both individual and non-individual, including joint holder, non-residential Indian, then POA holders and its issuer, and guardians in case of the investor is minor, irrespective of the investment value. So all have to complete the KYC requirement. These applies for transactions such as new additional purchases, switch transaction, new systematic investment plan, micro systematic investment plan, registration received from effective date, new systematic transfer plan, registration from effective date, new dividend transfer plan, registration from effective date. So these applies for the transactions in all these sections, such as if you want to purchase additional units, or the switch previous transactions, or you want to invest in micro SIP, or STP. So in all these things require the KYC process, or they have to complete this process. Then the KYC process involves establishing the KYC process involves establishing the identity and address of the investor as required under the anti-money laundering law. So anti-money laundering law 2002 requires that the KYC process should check the identity and the address of the investors. The application for investment must be accompanied by the acknowledgement for having completed the KYC process issued by the KYC registration agency. So application should be The investment application in mutual fund should be accompanied with the acknowledgement for having completed the KYC process with the KYC registration agency. Broadly, mutual fund investor need to submit the information documents to the distributor or other capital market intermediaries registered with SEBI. So, mutual fund investors should submit all the documents to the distributor or the capital market intermediary, such as stockbroker and depository participants, which are registered with SEBI. The information is updated in the central system of the KYC registration agency. KYC documents. What are the documents required for the KYC process? The KYC process, that is for establishing proof of identity and proof of address. The following documents we can discuss which are required. First is permanent account number card with photograph is mandatory for all applicant except some categories. So PAN card or a permanent account number is required for the proof of identity, or the it is a essential requirement, but some categories are exempted from obtaining PAN card. So what are the categories of investor which are exempted from producing PAN card? The first category is in case of transactions undertaken on behalf of central state government and by officials appointed by the court. So the person or the individual who is acting on behalf of central or state government, they don't have to produce PAN card. Then investor residing in the state of Sikkim, so investor from the Sikkim, they do not have to produce PAN card. UN entities, multilateral agencies exempted from paying taxes, filing tax returns in India. So Union territories, and multilateral agencies which are exempted from paying taxes. Then investment in mutual funds which is less than 50,000 per year, that is we called it micro SIP. So including the SIP and lump sum investment in mutual funds up to 50,000, that is micro SIP. So they do not have to produce PAN card. These category of investor, however, have to provide an alternate document which are exempted from those who are exempted from producing PAN card. These all categories of investors have to provide an alternate document such as Aadhaar card, passport, voter ID, driving license, or other photo identity card which serves as the proof of identity. So there is the one facility given on the income tax department website to verification of PAN. So with a view to bring about operational flexibility and in order to ease the PAN verification process, SEBI has provided that market intermediaries may verify the PAN of their clients online at the income tax website without insisting on the original PAN card, provided that the client has presented a document for proof of identity other than the PAN card. So a website provided on the income tax department website, so the for the verification of PAN card. So insisting for the investor original PAN card, they can just only with the PAN number can verify PAN permanent account number card on the income tax website. What are the KYC documents required for investors? These categories of investors, however, have to provide an alternate document such as Aadhaar card, passport, voter ID. We have seen that. So, what are the proof of address such as passport, voter ID, ration card, driving license, bank account can be provided as a proof of address. Then statement, utility bill such as light bill and other specified document. If address for communication and permanent address are different than documentary proofs, have to be provided for both. So if the communication address and permanent address are different, then they have to provide the documentary proof for the both. The proof of address in the name of the spouse may be accepted. The proof address of relative can be accepted. The copies of the documents produced have to be self-attested and the original have to be provided for verification purpose. So the documents which have produced by investors have to be self-attested and original have to be provided for the verification. In case the originals are not produced for verification, then the copies of the document must be attested by a person authorized to do so. So the original, if not produced, then the copies of the document must be attested by the person's authorization or that levels of person. Next is central KYC agencies, that is central KYC registration agencies. SEBI has instituted a centralized KYC process for the capital market, including mutual fund. So there is not needed every time you have to update you have to provide the KYC documents. If once you have opened the account in the capital market such as a demat account or anywhere, then these documents are stored in the central KYC or central KYC registration agency. And then next time if you want to open the second demat account or anywhere invest in capital market, then KYC requirement not needed, only central KYC documents the link is required. So this is a significant benefit for the investors. Based on completion of KYC process with one capital market intermediary, the investor can invest across the capital market. KYC registration agency facilitated the centralized KYC process. Once a capital market intermediary has performed an in-person verification, so generally they take the IPV, that is in-person verification. They provide you one-time password or they provide you the video camera which can capture your actual, it can be done in-person verification of the investor, and other documents requirement are in place, and the intermediaries upload the investors data to database of central KYC. The KYC is valid across the capital market. The overall in the nutshell, if you open the account with one depository participant or intermediary which is working in capital market, then next time you do not have to provide KYC documents, because that intermediary or that financial, that is intermediary or the depository participants, update your data into central KYC registration agency, so that next time the data can be available easily. So every time you don't have to provide KYC documents. The investors can benefit from the KYC to invest in any part of the capital market, which is not limited to mutual fund only. So KYC investor can benefit from central KYC registration in to invest in any part of the capital market, not just only in mutual fund. KYC through eKYC service of through identity card or UIDAI, that is in consultation with Unique Identification Authority of India and market participants. It has now been decided to accept eKYC service launched by UIDAI also as a valid process for KYC verification. Now just provide your Aadhaar card number. You will the that intermediary or depository participant will get all your data. So that is called eKYC service launched by Unique Identification Authority of India. The information containing relevant clients details and photographs made available from Unique Identification Authority of India website. UIDAI as a result of eKYC process shall be treated as a sufficient proof of identity and address of the client. So just if you provide the Aadhaar card, then the proof of identity and proof of address is sufficient. So eKYC process is very easy through Aadhaar card. However, the client shall have to authorize the intermediary to access his data through UID system. So client or investor have to permit to the capital market participants to access their data from the Unique Identification Authority of India. So you have to provide the permission for them to access the data for your identification and address proof. So friends, thank you for listening. If you face any problem or you are not getting understanding, then let me know. Write to me. You can call me or you can send me text message. Write your name and roll number in the comment box so that I will get your attendance. Subscribe this channel so that you will get the updated videos. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.